friends are the people who we, without a doubt, can say we love. They are there for us, and we are there for them. That was not the case for Lydia Darcel. This is a story that was told to me a long time ago, and it always bothered me because of a question that was asked of me after by the person who told me the story. I will ask you the same question at the end of the video, and you can let me know in the comments what you think. Anyways, let's get right into the story that I'm sure some of you have heard, but I decided to add a little version of my own. Lydia Darcel is a beautiful woman who loves to make people happy. She always says to herself that she will never hurt anyone for any reason. She just loves to bring happiness to people. She fell in love with a guy named Harrison Pache. They met at a baseball game after Harrison bumped into her and caused her to spill her drink. Lydia didn't get mad though, due to her positivity in life. She just said, "It's alright, I can get another one." Harrison was shocked that she did not yell or anything. She was just positive about it. He offered to buy her a new drink and asked her if she wanted to hang out after the game. Lydia didn't have any plans after the game, so she accepted. They went on a few dates and eventually fell in love and got married. Fast forward 15 years where they are still married and have kids now, but the only difference is they are not happy like they used to be. Even Lydia, who used to be one of the most positive and happiest people you can ever meet, has become the opposite of that. Harrison works as a sheriff deputy, which does prevent him to get home early. He even gets called in quite often at night. Lydia respects her husband's career, but it has been difficult for her because all she's been longing for is affection from her husband. One night, when she felt like he'll be home for good, he gets called in, which broke Lydia's heart. Her kids were with their grandma, so she was all alone at home. She went to a bar about 20 miles away to be far away from home, as well as to try and forget her heartbreak. A guy named Reggie approached her and said that she was so beautiful, which meant a lot to Lydia. Reggie then asked her if she wanted to head back to his place, which Lydia said that she would love to, but she thought she should head home now. Reggie then said that he was going to offer dinner, which convinced Lydia, as she always wanted someone to cook for her. Reggie said he'll drive, and then after dinner, he'll drive her back to her car so she can drive home. That was enough to convince Lydia, so she accepted, and they headed on over to his place to have dinner. Reggie had well-grilled steak with a baked potato and some wine. They finished, but instead of going back to Lydia's car, they went inside Reggie's room and made love. Lydia felt so charmed, as it was the affection that she's been waiting for so long from her husband. They fell asleep after, but an hour later, Lydia woke up knowing she's not home yet and found 10 missed calls from her husband. She tried waking up Reggie, who said he'll drive her tomorrow, and went back to sleep. Lydia had no choice but to just walk back to her car, which was just 10 miles away. 1 mile into the walk, she felt that it would take an eternity to get to her car, so she decided to call her friend Lisa, who she can always rely on for a ride. Lisa picked up, and Lydia asked her for a ride, but Lisa was at a party that she did not want to abandon, so she told Lydia, "I'm sorry, but I can't," and hung up. Lydia was shocked that not even her closest friend is willing to help her, so she just continued walking in the darkness alone. There were only 2 miles left until Lydia arrives at her car, which was starting to become a relief for her. She had to cross a bridge in which people call Slice Bridge because of a woman who got her neck sliced years ago. Lydia was scared to cross the bridge because of the story, but still decided to do it because she had no other choice. She began walking the bridge. It felt like an eternity for Lydia to reach the end of the bridge. It seemed that the more she walked, the further the end gets. She heard footsteps behind her, which caused her to turn around. She saw a long bearded man who looked like he was in his late 40s. She nervously said hello to him, but the man just stayed quiet. Lydia decided to walk faster because she found that very suspicious. It wasn't until 5 seconds later where the man decided to sprint towards her. Lydia then started sprinting as well. Unfortunately for Lydia, she tripped, which gave the man the opportunity to catch up to her, pull out his knife, and slice her throat. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that I would ask you guys the same question that was asked of me when I first heard this story. So, here it is. Who do you think is at fault for Lydia's death? Her husband, Harrison? Reggie, who she met at the bar? Her best friend, Lisa? Or simply just the killer? Of course, obviously the killer would be what most people would say, since the killer is the one that did the action. But when you really think about it, it could have been avoided if there were different scenarios or if some people did things differently. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. My next video will hopefully come out next weekend, if I'm not too busy, but thanks for watching.